Hello and welcome back to This Real English. I'm your host, Jack.
And I'm Monica. It's great to have you with us. Today, we have a super practical episode for you. We're going to dive into 30 common English phrases that you can use in everyday conversations.
That's right. These are the kinds of phrases that native speakers use all the time without even thinking about it. Learning them will help you sound more natural and fluent, and also help you understand conversations more easily.
Exactly. We've grouped them into a few categories to make them easier to remember. We'll cover everything from greetings and small talk to agreeing, disagreeing, and ending a conversation. Ready to get started, Jack?
Absolutely. Let's start with our first category, greetings and small talk starters. These are essential for breaking the ice.
Okay, first up is a really common one. How's it going? This is just another friendly way to say, how are you?
Right. A typical response could be, it's going well, thanks. Or, more casually, pretty good, you? It's a bit more informal than, how are you?
Next, we have, what have you been up to? This is a great question to ask someone you haven't seen in a little while. It means, what have you been doing recently?
Yeah, you could answer with something like, oh, not much, just been busy with work. How about you? It invites a bit more of a detailed answer than just, how are you?
Definitely. Now, what about a reply to, how are you? Or, how's it going? A very common, neutral response is, can't complain.
This basically means that things are good, or at least, things are okay. There's nothing significant to complain about. It's a positive and easygoing response.
I use that one a lot. Here's another for when you see someone unexpectedly. Long time no see.
Yes. It's a friendly and informal way to acknowledge that you haven't seen the person in a while. You might follow it up with, how have you been? Or, what have you been up to?
And our last one for this section is, how do you know? This is useful at parties or social gatherings. For example, if you're talking to a new person, you could ask, so how do you know Sarah? To find out their connection to the host.
It's a great conversation starter. It helps you find common ground with someone new.
Another great response to how are you is couldn't be better. It's a really enthusiastic and positive reply. All right, moving on to our second category, agreeing and disagreeing. Being able to do this smoothly is key to a good conversation.
Absolutely. Let's start with strong agreement. Two great phrases are, you can say that again, and tell me about it. They mean the same thing. You strongly agree with what the person just said, often because you've had the same experience.
So if I said, the traffic was terrible this morning, you could say,
Tell me about it. It took me an hour to get here. It shows shared frustration and strong agreement.
perfect. A more formal way to express strong agreement is, I couldn't agree more.
This is 100% agreement. If someone says, I think good communication is vital for a team, you could respond, I couldn't agree more. It's very clear and strong.
Now for disagreeing politely. A great way to do this is with the phrase, I see your point, but this shows you've listened to their opinion before giving your own.
For example, I see your point about saving money, but I think investing in better equipment now will pay off in the long run. It's respectful.
Another gentle way to disagree is not necessarily. You use this when you think something isn't completely true. If someone says, more money always means more happiness, you could say,
Not necessarily. There are many other factors to consider. It's a soft counterargument.
finally, we have fair enough. This is a brilliant phrase. It means, okay, I understand and accept your point or decision, even if you don't fully agree.
Right. If I said, sorry, I can't come to the party, I have to study, you might be disappointed, but you could say, fair enough, your exams are important. It ends the discussion in a positive way. Okay, our third category is expressing certainty and uncertainty. Let's start with being sure. A very strong phrase is without a doubt.
Yes, it expresses 100% certainty. Was that the best concert you've ever seen? Without a doubt. Another similar one is I'm positive.
This means I'm sure. For example, are you sure you locked the door? Yes, I'm positive.
Now on to uncertainty. A good phrase is I'm not so sure about that. It's a polite way to say you have doubts.
Exactly. He said the project would be easy. I'm not so sure about that. It shows you're thinking critically but not being confrontational.
What about when you have no idea? You can say, your guess is as good as mine.
This is a great idiom. It means, I don't know the answer either. For example, what time will the bus arrive? Your guess is as good as mine.
And if a plan or decision is still undecided, you can say, it's up in the air.
Right. Are we still going camping this weekend? It depends on the weather, so it's still up in the air. It means the plan is uncertain.
Let's move on to category 4, everyday situations and plans. These are super useful. First up, let's play it by ear.
This means let's not make a firm plan, but let's decide what to do as we go along, based on the situation. For example, what time should we meet tomorrow? Not sure what my schedule is like. Let's just play it by ear.
A very common informal way to say goodbye for now is, I'll catch you later.
It's just a friendly way of saying, see you later. You can use it with friends, colleagues, anyone really.
Next, when something seems too good to be true, you might ask, what's the catch?
This means, what's the hidden problem or disadvantage? For example, this phone is on sale for 90% off. Wow, what's the catch?
I love this next one. When something is very easy to do or understand, you can say, it's not rocket science.
It's a humorous way to say something isn't complicated. I can't figure out how to use this new coffee machine. Come on, it's not rocket science. Let me show you.
And finally, for this section, when you want to stop working on something for the day, you say, let's call it a day.
You'll hear this a lot at work. Okay, team, we've made a lot of progress. Let's call it a day and continue tomorrow. Our fifth category is expressing feelings and opinions. Let's start with a really happy one. I'm over the moon.
This means you are extremely happy or delighted about something. I got the job. I'm absolutely over the moon.
On the other hand, if something is really annoying you, you can say, it's driving me nuts.
Or, it's driving me crazy. They both mean the same thing. The sound of that car alarm is driving me nuts.
Here's a very useful one for when you're not feeling well. I'm feeling under the weather.
This is a great idiom that means you're feeling sick or unwell, but not seriously ill. I don't think I'll go out tonight. I'm feeling a bit under the weather.
Now for opinions. To signal that you're about to say what you really think, you can start with, to be honest.
For example, to be honest, I didn't really enjoy the movie. It prepares the listener for a potentially negative or critical opinion.
Another similar one is, if you ask me. This is used to introduce your opinion, even if nobody has actually asked for it.
Right. If you ask me, we should have left earlier to avoid the traffic. It's a way to state your advice or opinion clearly. We've made it to our final category, ending a conversation and saying goodbye. These are just as important as greetings.
Definitely. A lovely, polite way to signal the end of a chat is, it was nice chatting with you.
This is perfect for when you've just met someone or had a good conversation. It's warm and friendly.
To give a reason for leaving, you can say, I'd better get going, or I should get going. It's a soft way to say, I need to leave now.
You might follow it with a reason, like, I'd better get going. I have an early start tomorrow.
A very casual and friendly way to say goodbye is, take it easy. It's like saying goodbye and relax.
I love that one. You can say it to friends or colleagues. All right, see you tomorrow. You too, take it easy.
If you want to encourage the person to stay in contact, you can say, keep in touch.
This means, let's continue to talk or see each other in the future. It's a nice way to end a conversation with a friend you don't see often.
And finally, a very common phrase you'll hear is, speak to you soon.
This is used when you expect to communicate with the person again in the near future, whether by phone, email, or in person. It's a great all-purpose way to say goodbye.
And that's a wrap. 30 common phrases for your everyday English conversations. Wow, that was a lot, but hopefully really useful.
Definitely. Remember, you don't have to learn all of these at once. Maybe pick one or two from each category that you like and try to use them this week. The key is to start incorporating them into your active vocabulary.
That's great advice. We'll have a full list of all these phrases with their meanings in the show notes on our website, so you can review them there.
Thanks so much for tuning in to This Real English. We hope you found this episode helpful. Keep practicing, and we'll speak to you soon. Take it easy, everyone.